Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'll be looking at your overall energies and what is surrounding you. I tell you people, this government, and when it comes to bills and that, it's like people just go to work, get up, go to work to just pay bills basically. But I understand you've got bills of bills, but see how this government knows how to make more money. Anyone that's had property or lived in property for years knows the difference to the energy supply of the consumption of financial impact. Like, let's just say, like, if you lived in a property and you've got radiators and you set the timer on to not too high heat, but to come on at a particular time, and you can set up a direct debit or whatever, so you pay it, that's sorted. But when you move into a property where the heating's run just by electric, anyone knows that, like, let's just say if you had a flat and your boiler broke down and then you plugged in your electric heater, that's the main source that kills the electric. So this government knows, in regards to properties, what appliances to put in to create more bills, to get more money. Do you understand? So again, as I said, there's the paperwork in regards to money. Don't get me wrong. I mean, look, Nikola Tesla made that machine years ago, like the magnetic, like with the pyramids. Really, deep down, we shouldn't even be paying for like, it's free. They know it, but they're making money from it. There is ways and means of heating up the planet without us having to pay for it. But all this, they don't want us to know because they make money from us. It's like when you go and get medication, there's plants out there. Before pharmacies and doctors were around, those hunter-gatherers, how do you think they survived? There weren't no chemists to go to or doctors back then, was there? But they found different plants, what plants to mix with what plants, or how to create something and mash it up in a bowl and put it over a wound and it heals. There's so many things in this world that they're keeping hidden from us. But once you do your researching, because see, it's hidden in the dark. You understand? The information they keep for themselves, and they They want to keep us blindfolded and not knowing the truth. Yeah, well, let's not give them the secret of how they can create, heat. Or, I mean, was it Nikola Tesla? Didn't he have something to do with light bulbs, or he put them on the ground, or he put them in the ground, and I can't remember how he done it again, but the electric flow through the ground, like there is magnetic field, something. There is ways. And spirit is helping someone shine a light on it. These people knows of these secrets, but a lot of it's kept in the Vatican, a lot of it's hidden, a lot of it is secrets that they don't want us to know about. They keep it for themselves, but they don't want the population to know. And this information is kept secret, hidden. You understand? It's like the pyramids, isn't it? You've got the ones at the top. Well, it is. It's like a pyramid scheme, isn't it, really? The ones in power are the ones that are rich. The ones in power are the ones that pull the strings for humanity. Okay? And not only that, they're now invading our privacy. Face recognition on every street corner or wherever you go. Next, you're going to have a chip in your hand and you're going to make a call. All right, how you doing? Yeah, 1 minute, let me just turn the volume up. Like on your earlobe or something. I mean, already in some countries there's chips, isn't there? Like me, I'll never get no chip put in me. Well, you just never know what's in you, do you? With these people. It's just a way for them to get money. They know what they're doing. But I also know what they're doing. Now, anyone that knows about properties, and I know about properties because I've been living on my own since I was like, what, 16? And I'm 53, 54, I think now. God, I'm forgetting my own age. But I've lived on my own for many, many, many years. I know the difference between like tariffs or in regards to, a gas meter and electric. That's why in most homes you I don't know, you may have had a grandmother, grandfather, mum, dad, or the boiler broke down, or the heating weren't on, or the radiators weren't working, and they'd say, "Oh, just plug in the heater, but don't put it on too long because it kills the electric." They know what they're doing. So when there's particular properties that's everything's made up of electric, especially the heating in a big size property. let's just say that they're getting a bill for £300 or around about that for each month. And he times that into 12 months or 364, is it 164 days in a year? Yeah. They're making a lot of money. And then they want to add VAT on top of it. I tell you, these people are corrupt. They're this system's the biggest corrupt system I've known. I swear to God, people. Like, whilst they're there in their big massive mansions and log fires and eating caviar, and they can take trips here, there and everywhere, then they want to put people that are just scrimping and scraping or making ends meet, and they want to put them in places where everything, just all their money goes on bills, and they're manifesting off it. Oh, look at them down there. Look. Huh? All scurrying around, all work. Look at them waking up early in the morning to rush off to work. Oh, look, they haven't even got time with their families. Look, they've got to throw the kids in school, and mum's got to work until 9 o'clock at night, and dad's working on the car or has to finish the painting in the house. Look, the families are not having no time together. Oh, isn't it great? Look. Yeah, they're working all week. Yeah, there goes their paycheck straight into our pocket. I'm telling you. Hi, justice, government, I'm telling you. Hey, biggest fees going. Corrupt system, mate, I'm telling you. Yeah, you want to talk about criminals, you're the biggest ones. Yeah, in power. Yeah, you're the biggest criminals in power. Let me tell you that. Wheel of Fortune. What did I say? They're the biggest criminals. And then what happens then, if you can't pay the bills, then they want to send it over to the bailiffs, then they want to come and take your property. It's just, yeah, they know what they're doing. You're wicked. People are bang out of order and wicked. Yeah? Look at them. That's who they are. Read what I put on my about page. In fact, I'll read it out right now. It's getting on my nerves, it needs updating. Right. People need to wake up and see what these criminals are doing. Biggest criminals in power. Okay. I'll read it out again. Yeah? Reflect on this. The ultimate tyranny in a society is not controlled by material law, but control by the psychological manipulation of consciousness through which reality is defined so that those who exist within it do not even realize they are in prison. When we're born, we awaken into a world based on a certain generational understanding of how to perceive reality that has been passed down. In most cases, they only acquire this perspective from what they were told from so-called experts and authoritarian figures, which cause most to follow a greatly biased and antiquated. Oh God, I can't get the word out. Maybe if I put this the right way up, it would help. Antiquated viewpoint of history, spirituality, and the nature of reality. This created the version of reality that we exist in today, where we're taught that our true purpose here is to simply acquire financial success and material gain by sacrificing most of our time and energy. Like I've just said, getting up, going to work, paying bills, sacrificing your time and energy to put money in these people's pockets. Queen of Pentacles. So look at this one with the big pentacle now. The Chariot. So the reason why I bring this up is because I've been here from what? The 25th of January. There's only me here. I ain't got the heating on 24/7. And they've sent me a bill for 280 something pounds. Like, I don't get information in regards to, or no one comes and talks to you in regards to, you know, they decide what company that they want you to pay. Well, no, I'm deciding what company I want to pay, and it ain't the one that you sent the information over to. I'm sticking with my company. I tell you what, I'll pay it off. Oh, I'll pay it off all right. But when it comes to trying to get money out of me to get me in a situation, because there ain't going to be no court case where, oh, well, the bill ain't going to get paid, just send it over to the judge. No, that won't happen. Because when it comes to my bills, I usually do sort it out and I pay it off. Okay? But even if some of us get bills and it goes over to these people, it doesn't even bother me. I don't over this. You know, you get people like they get stressed or they panic, oh my God, or they run out and pay all of it. No, you ain't getting you ain't getting full money out of me. I'm telling you. And you definitely ain't having me having grey hair or getting stressed because of bills. It ain't happening. Yeah. But I'm shining a light on it. Yeah. £280 something, and I ain't even been what, just over a month. I mean, it'd be right if I had like the heating on day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. That's why I've got this on and this. So I don't have to put the heating on. But this is how these people want people. They don't give a shit. They don't care if old people are, that have gone to war for this country, lost legs and limbs, yeah? For what? And some of them, they don't even rehouse them. They don't even get them, they suffer with post-traumatic stress, or they get sick after coming back from war. They don't get no help, or, the homes they gave them once they was in the war, like, they don't get no support or help or housing afterwards. Fuck this government. I'm being deadly serious, because they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. You have old people that, as I said, are fighting for the war, and they're in their homes and they can't even put on heatings and they're freezing to death, or they're having to eat microwave meals. Like, fuck this government. I'm being deadly serious. This is something really close to my heart. You're a bunch of no good fucking criminals. You're disgusting, despicable, money hungry, greedy. I'm telling you, they're the biggest criminals. It really annoys me. All they care about is their family and looking after their own, whilst they're pulling the strings at the top, and you're the biggest fucking criminals going. Yeah? I'm telling you. I'm not afraid to tell you. You're the biggest criminals going. You lot. You. Around like headless chickens. Huh? Working for next to nothing to put money in you's lot's pocket. And then you want to infringe on people's privacy whilst they're out on the street going shopping. Face recognition. And then people are getting pulled up left, right and centre. This is what I'm talking about. And you see, when I had CCTV in my property, the authority, which was the police, had the audacity, people, I paid for my CCTV, me. £300 it cost me. I paid for it, not you, government, me. To protect my home, my belongings, and who's around my property. Or who even comes in my property. Because you can't trust people nowadays. You turn your back and they're in your handbag or your wallet. Or the teeth in something out your yard. And then these same people want to come in my home and tell me I'm extra paranoid because I paid for my CCTV in my home to protect my dwelling, and you got the cheek to tell me I'm paranoid. But wait a minute, you've got cameras at every street corner infringing on people's privacy. But to come in people's homes and tell them, oh, she's got cameras, they're paranoid. Make it make sense. When it comes to me, you're not having control of me, let me tell you that. I put what I want in my home when I want it, yeah? And you and your bullshit chat about people are paranoid, but it's right for you to infringe on people's privacy on the street. But then you want to have power when it comes to people living in their own home. Because I tell you what these people done. They sent their Merlin report over to a psychiatrist. I need to get that report out. And the psychiatrist said there ain't nothing wrong with me whatsoever. And the psychiatrist was mad that you, in your Merlin report, stated that I was paranoid. When number one, a psychiatrist is a trained therapist. You, in your little police vans and cars, are not trained. You're not trained to come in people's homes. You're trained to arrest people and deal with criminals. You're not trained to come in someone's home and tell them, oh, well, they've got a camera in their home, they're paranoid. You're not trained for that. It's not in your jurisdiction. So when you want to send your Merlin report over to the real trained people, then they will come back and tell you there's nothing wrong with that person. You are then wasting that authority's time. Yeah? And the reason why you do that is because you don't want people knowing about your corrupt system. You're the criminals. Not all. Don't get me wrong, with that police as well would be, I don't know, you know. But there is some in there still that are not in it for the better of mankind. Put it that way. You see, if you go to a court case and the judge asks you, your name please, and you just say Joe Blogs, I'll talk to you about that another time. Okay? If you know how the system is and you know what to say when there's a court case, whatever it is that they're trying to, whatever bill that they want to try to put on you, I think it's something to do, because at the end of the day, even the prosecution and your solicitor, they're all in cahoots, okay? That's why you get barristers bringing their checkbook to courts and things like that. Because if you know what you're talking about and you know what to say, you walk in the court, then you can put the bill on the other party. This is why this corrupt government do this, to create conflict within a society. There's definitely a judge here that's corrupt. Okay? There's definitely a woman judge here that's corrupt. That's working with police and authority figures. Okay? There's a judge here that's corrupt. And she's doing stuff shady in the dark with others. And she's also getting money, just like the rest of them in this situation that are corrupt behind the scenes. Look at her waiting for a payment. It's funny, isn't it? Like, before you go into property, like, you know, they'll say, oh, here's the number to call to deal with this or to deal with that. You ring the number, you can't get through. And you're like, all right, okay, well then, you know, maybe I'll just wait for some information to come. And then the next thing, you're getting slammed with one big bill. Fuck you, judge, fuck you, police officer, fuck you, authority. You're corrupt. That's what you are. Yeah? You're corrupt. You, judge, you're corrupt. You're corrupt. And because you're at the top with the Freemasons and all that, and we all know what you're all about. Mm? We all know what you're into. Mm? What some sick shit behind the scenes you get up to. Mm. And drama, and they top and they watch it happening. Eight of Cups, you're not emotionally invested, okay? Or some of you are not emotionally invested. Again with the moon, illusions, lies and secrets. You know, they said that the bill was generated from the 21st. Well, I never moved in here until the Oh, but they want to say, well, it would make much difference between the 4 days. Well, to me it does. Electric's electric, just like it is to your company. You've rounded it up. So the 4 days, you know, want to say, well, you know, it ain't going to make much difference, you know, between the days the bill was generated and the day you moved in. But I'm not paying no bill that I weren't living in the premises for. If I never moved in on the 21st and I moved in on the 25th, my bill starts from the 25th onwards, not from 4 days prior to me moving into that property. It ain't happening. You're not getting the money out of me. I'm telling you. Yeah? Don't come to me and think you can manipulate me and get money out of me. This shit I will take higher. Yeah? So yeah, moved in on the 27th. They said the bill was generated around the 21st. Wait a minute, that's like a week nearly. That's a difference. That's a big difference. And she's got the cheek to tell me, well, you know, don't worry about the give or take a few days. No, that's not a few days. That's nearly a week. You want to charge me for a week prior to me moving into accommodation for electric and heating or whatever that I weren't even using. Make it make sense. You know, I'm just going to show you people. This is a big property. Okay, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining at all. But they know how to make money out of people. And a big property like this has got so much space. You know, if you want to heat it all up, well, it would make sense because unless you're not in a sitting room all the time, you're not going to have the heating on. But to have electric heat in there is the biggest thieving con manipulation tactic ever. Yeah? That's the heating. I'll show you how big this place is. It's big. I'll show you how big it is. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Now, could you imagine if I had these heaters on all the time, what the bill would be? Oh, most would be around £600 by now. Yeah? So you know what you're doing. Yeah? Corrupt people. And there's definitely a judge involved. Definitely a judge involved. Definitely. Because they're hiding this in the dark. They're collaborating in the dark. You see the paperwork? You see the money there? My spirit guides are helping me shine a light on it, yeah? So everyone else that lives in this property, I suggest that you question your bills, yeah? Calculate them. Don't just pay what you're given, yeah? I'm telling you. I'm not saying like get yourself in debt, nothing like that, but you need to do your homework. Because when these people think you're blind or your third eye's closed down, and this is why I say to a lot of people, try to, you know, because they calcify. That's why it's good to boil water and not drink tap water, or use certain toothpaste because it's got fluoride and all that in it, or certain toothpaste, it calcifies your third eye and blocks off your intuition or the information you receive. Like with their fake moon up there as well. That's hollow. And they lied, didn't they? Oh, the first man that walked on the moon. Wait a minute. You saw a shadow on the moon. There weren't no sun there. So how can you see a shadow? People are liars. Either a celebration or... I mean, yeah, of course they do celebrate when they get their payment, don't they? Oh, come on, let's go and eat caviar. Let's go to the finest restaurants, darling. Yeah? Come over to my 25-bedroom mansion with all the grounds, yeah? Oh, we've got... Look, how'd you get... Oh, we bought this from everyone's, you know. They're working like slaves. Yeah? They're all working like slaves. We've got them, you know, like slaves. And then we can live lavish. Because we've got all of them on strings, like our little slaves working down there. Yeah? It corrupts. Systems corrupts. You're just over it by this time. You're just over it. Just people. Do you know what I do with that bill? When I go to the toilet, I wipe my ass with it. That's what I think of your bill. Hey! Yeah? Six of Wands. Oh, right, so I've got a fire sign here. Something about being rewarded. This is getting public, yeah? Public recognition. So it's the public they're dealing with. They get recognition from the public. Being rewarded from the public. Wake up, people. Listen, these people, right? Like, as I said again, information's hidden in the Vatican, right? Because they don't want us to know the truth. They've got the information, but they're keeping it from the public. This information from 10, 20,000 years ago, Aztec, what's the other? What was the other? yeah. This was a complex which is either destroyed or locked in secure locations such as the Vatican archives, where it's rarely seen by the public. It was at this point that I came to shockingly discover that so much of it that I was learning about was being deliberately hidden and suppressed from the public. And this is why people, you've got to start questioning why all this information is being kept secret. The first area of confusion is to shed light on is how to accurately define the human experience. They're deliberately keeping this information from us, but they themselves up there have the information. And this information was for all of us to know. But now you want all these greedy bollocks, yeah? All they care about is their self. The Egyptians realized the importance of transcending the physical world in order to progress along the path of enlightenment. They called this struggle Ka, which represents the soul trapped in the body that's constantly blinded by illusions and deception. As you travel deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole of knowledge, following the evidence trail of history, you begin to realize that not all beings and entities in this universe necessarily want the conscious evolution of others. In fact, some of these more malevolent entities could even decide to psychologically control less developed species for the means of tricking them into freely giving up their energy and creative potential. That's why transcending to a higher state of consciousness by breaking free of the chains of the material world is so guarded here, due in part of the law of free will and the predation of basic human urges. Let me tell you, people, I'm going to find out what it is, but you used to walk into a court case, and the judges know this, and if they know that you know this, what I'm going to disclose to you, and if any of them are watching me, they know what I'm about to say. They know what information I've got. So yeah, there's definitely a judge involved in some corrupt police, and they're all in cahoots, and they're getting recognition from the public by ways of money. They're hiding things in the dark. This is how this government, the corrupt government, look at the COVID period when, what was his name? Boris Johnson, when he was partying at number 10, but none of us were allowed to be together. Don't you remember that story? Hmm? Yeah, all partying at number 10. Oh, yeah! Happy New Year, Prime Minister! Hello! Yes! Yeah? All cheering and blasting up at each other. Hmm? But they wanted to have us under control. You can't come out your house at this time, and that person, you've got to be 2 meters apart, and you can't have this one there, or. Hmm? Your government's corrupt. Yeah? Just like the ones that work for it. The high priestess. Well, the same way you government people can hide your documents and things in the dark, the high priestess can also get them documents and reveal what you're hiding in the dark. Yeah? She knows what's hidden. Uh-huh. Queen of Swords. Do you know what it is? It's like these people just want to see people struggling. Yeah? I'm not struggling. I'm not worried about this little bill. Fuck you and your bill. Yeah? That's what I'm going to tell you. Yeah? But I'll tell you something, and I'm being real. I'm not holding back. I'm not going to be on my channel, act like I'm someone that I'm not. I'm being real. Because your people, like, you want to act like, oh, we've got to keep the street clean and get these criminals and do that. I said, but you're the biggest criminals. But you just ain't got a record, that's all. You're the criminals in power. I just want to get people more and more in debt. And let me tell you, people up there above me, yeah? When I come and knock your door, don't pretend like you're not in, because I've heard you walking up there. And when you don't answer the door, it says to me you've got something to hide. And your little white car out there, yeah, I've taken a photograph of it as well. And I've got that in my archives, along with the rest of the evidence I'm collecting on your asses. Yeah? You think you can play around me? Some of you, you're just praying, resting, you're getting information from the Most High. Look, you don't have to be in the church like some of these people. No, you've got to go to church. No, you don't. You can pray and have a one-to-one personal connection with the Most High without having to be around people. You can pray in your home. You can be lying down and keep praying in your mind. Okay? But some of you, again, whilst you're praying and lying down and resting, you're receiving the information that you guys, or the Most High wants you to shine a light on. So this is something the Most High wants me to shine a light on. Never in my life, I'm going to tell you, as I said, I've been living on my own since I was young. Never one day in my life ever have I ever received a bill like that. Never. Never. As far as I'm concerned, you just don't know if you've got these people that can do things to the meters, or I don't know. You just don't know because they're corrupt anyway. I've never ever in my whole life received a bill of nearly £300. Ever. I don't cook every day. I'm not running the bath 24/7. I ain't got the heating on 24/7. If you think you're getting that money out of me, try me. Because as the woman on the phone said, well, it was generated on, nearly a week before I moved in. Oh, don't worry about the give or take. Oh, she'll be back in a minute. So she's gone off to speak to someone. Oh, I just need to speak to my manager. Then she's come back. It's like, oh, well, just wait for the final bill. Oh, so that's not the final bill. And he chokes. Oh, what, 1 minute. Oh, so it's not the final bill yet. I've got another bill. You're taking the piss. Wait for the final bill to be generated. Let me go and seek legal advice on this, because you ain't getting no money out of me. Let me tell you that. Yeah? You think I'm about to just hand over that type of money? That ain't happening. I will be holding back. Yeah. You're not going to be holding on to me for cash. I'll be holding back from giving you the cash. Yeah? Okay? And if you want to take it to court, come on then. I'm ready. Because I know what I'm going to say to the judge when I go to court. I know what words to say. Where someone else in that courtroom may end up having to pay the bill. Let's just put it like that, yeah? Sorry for swearing, people, but this really pisses me off. These people are corrupt, okay? All right, and I will be holding back, and I will be getting legal advice. It's as simple as that, because there's no way, and I've said it before, I've lived on my own since I was 16. Never in all the years have I ever received a bill like that, ever. It wouldn't be so bad if it was gas. I could understand that, but electric. At my other property, I have a direct debit. I pay like £15 a month. That's for gas. And when I was there, I used to like having my heating on. But it wouldn't change from that, because I was paying it constantly, paying it off and paying a little extra. But this bill, nearly £300 for less than a month I've been in it. You want to charge me a week price and you're moving in here? You're having a laugh. Yeah, you can go and corrupt the rest of the population, but when it comes to me, it ain't happening. Me handing you over that big lump of change, it's not happening. For you to celebrate, ain't happening. Yeah, there ain't no illusions around me. Let me tell you that. So there won't be no celebration, because I'm not about to write out no check. Or you want to hear her? So how would you like to deal with the bill? But wait a minute, you just said wait for the final bill to come. So what is it? You want me to pay the bill now, or do you want the final bill to come? Like, the woman didn't even know what she's talking about. I said, I'm not paying it. I'm not writing out no check. I'm not signing nothing. I'm going to get legal advice. That's what I'm going to do. I never set up no electric thing with this company. And usually when you move into a property, they'll say, well, you know, the company that deals with the electric or whatever is this company. And, you know, if you need whatever, call them. You don't get nothing. You just get a letter telling you you're with this company. I want to be with that company. Don't control me and tell me what company I'm going to be paying. Don't control me and tell me what company you want me to be with. No, it ain't happening. Page of Pentacles. Oh, look. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Something about a financial opportunity. Or someone's like, oh, well, oh, look, we've got a new money opportunity now. Really? Is that what you think with me? Is that what you think? Yeah? Is that what you and your little group think? You ain't getting zilch. How about that? Nothing. Until I get legal advice. How about that? Yeah? So I put your glasses down and just wait. Yeah? Wait. Because there ain't going to be no celebration yet. Because you're not receiving no direct debit or quick payment from me. I will be holding back. Oh, and there's another thing I'd like to bring up in regards to number 2 Kidderminster Road in Croydon, which was a property that was. Now, see this place? This is what you call a flat. That place, you were given one room with a little sink in it. You had to share the shower and you had to share the kitchens. They also want to try to tell me I owe a council tax bill for, what was it, £300, £400, £500, £600, something like that. I was laughing. I was like, these people, they must really think I've got mug on my forehead. You don't pay council tax in temporary accommodation where you're living in one room and you share the bathroom and kitchen with other tenants. So again, don't try to manipulate me with that money tactic, because that money you're not getting either. Do your own homework. Check online. If it's a shared property and there's like 8 rooms in it and there ain't no kitchen in it or your own shower, you don't pay council tax on temporary accommodations. So this is looking into something, or, you know, you've got your worlds in your hands and someone's like, yeah, I know this society, secret society, yeah, are controlling the world. And you see what it is as well. I don't know if these people think, oh, because you're a bit older or you think you're vulnerable. I'm not vulnerable and I'm not naive, right? I know the system. I know about bills. I know what bills should be paid and what companies should be paid and what accommodations you pay council tax at. You ain't getting the money out of me. You come to the wrong one to play with. You come to the wrong one to play with. Croydon Council, you're corrupt. You want to charge people for council tax for a room But then you're trying to say the place is flat. You've got it written under flat. And it's not a flat. It was a room. Number 2, Kidderminster Road, Croydon. They're rooms in temporary accommodation. They're not flats. This is a flat. Or it's not even a self-contained. It's like, yeah, you're corrupt. So you go back and you write to your bailiffs and tell them that they need to stop coming to my address. Yeah, because that door won't be opened and they ain't getting seizing anything. Yeah. And that as well I'm taking to court. I'm just collecting all my evidence. I'm collecting everything that I need so I can just go, yeah, straight to whatever solicitor I need with the information. I'm like, yeah, let me just gather up everything I need, yeah? As if people want to be corrupt and think that they can manipulate people and get money out of them. Do you understand? Yeah, and hold on to people for money and manipulate the population, okay? You ain't manipulating me. You ain't manipulating me. Yeah? So again, there won't be no celebration. But you will receive some documents from my legal team. That you will do. Look, they're trying to bind you to a contract. I never signed no documents. I didn't ask to be put on this company. So you're binding me to something that I haven't signed or agreed to. So that information I'm going to give to my legal team as well. This is what they do. They try to bind people by contracts. And if if there's a contract you don't, then they try to whatever, get money out of you. Okay, that's what they do to people. I'll show you something. What does that say? Rent £140. Service charge 0. Okay, that's because you've got to sort it out. And once your housing benefits sorted out, and you pay whatever little service charge for, the bins or people that come and clean. I understand that, yeah. Council tax not included. Utilities not included. Not included. So who put my name on an electric bill? Because I never. And again, you're not getting the money out of me. Yeah? Utilities not included. So who gave my details to this company? Huh? Who gave my name? Who gave my name to this company? Because I didn't sign no contract with no company. So you're breaking the law. Sorry, people, I've just spilled my tea. I'm just going to wipe it up. Goddamn corrupt organisation. You know, people that wouldn't know any different would run and pay this. Yeah? I signed my name to move in here. I didn't sign it. As it said, utilities not included. So I never rang no company and said, all right, yeah, this is the property and blah, blah, blah. Some of you may not want to be with a certain company. Do you understand what I'm saying? And these people here are trying to make, trying to control like who you're with. Like, piss off. Think you can scapegoat people and make money out of people. When something ain't right to me or something don't feel right, I'm going to argue against it. And I will take it further. It's as simple as that. I'm not handing over no nearly £300. Yeah? You're mad. And I'll tell you something else. These people know that I've got a flat elsewhere, yeah? So I'm paying bills there, and they've moved me here. And this is the government that's involved in this as well. Well, you know, you went to prison, you're on licence, you can't go back there because of blah, blah, blah. All right, yeah. The same people that fucking lied and put me in jail in the first place. All of these people are corrupt, each and every one of them. Yeah? They're the same people that work for the government want to tell you, well, we don't think you should go back there and we want to help you get a move. But in the process, we want to drain you for every fucking penny you've got. Yeah, you're liars. You're liars. Dirty, no good fucking liars. Dirty, thieving shit cunts. That's what I think of you. That's what I think of you and your fucked up, corrupt system. Yeah? And some people may not want to speak the truth. Me, I don't care. I'll tell it as it is. That's exactly what you are. All of you. Yeah? Yeah, I went to court. Yeah, there was an order made. Yeah, I'm on licence. Yeah, well, we don't think you should go back to that property. All right, fine. Okay, I'll get a move. But in the process, these people, boy, yeah? And the judge that was working for the housing as well, they're corrupt. They need to be looked into. Or whoever the judge is that these people are going and seeing in the court case, she receives that they're all receiving payments. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them. There's a judge, there's some type of Freemason, someone that works for authority or works for government. Where's that justice card? Look at them. working on new ways of getting money. Huh? Because they're nothing but thieves. And they're trying to think they can get away with it, and you're not going to. But then they want to try to protect themselves in the process of stealing your money to cause you loss, put you through grief and betray you. All right, okay, well, when it comes to me, you come for the wrong one, because this ain't going to happen. Yeah, because I'm collecting my evidence and I'm taking it to wherever I need to take it to. Okay? And I'm going to report exactly what I've been seeing. There is some solicitors that will work against judges and corrupt officials. All right? So yeah, you have a judge, and you have three of them. Could be a male judge or a woman judge, but they're collaborating in the dark. Okay? Thieves. Trying to get away with it. Sneaky energies. You're not sneaky. Okay? Because as I said, I'm investigating your asses. Okay? So yeah, I'd like to know who set up this account, because I never rang them. I've never even heard of Eon. I've heard of it, but I've never been with them in my life. And some of them think because you're getting some type of recognition, you know, oh well, let's try to get money out of them. You ain't getting no money out of me. I'm making that clear. You're not getting that money out of me. Yeah? About wait for the final bill. What final bill? I never signed no contract. Look at this fire sign waiting for the ships to come in. You're going to be waiting for a long time because your ships ain't coming in, my friends. Let me tell you that, yeah? Your ships ain't coming in. Yeah? You ain't going to be getting no recognition from the public. Your ships ain't coming in. So you carry on, you stay there. Yeah? When it comes to me, your ships ain't coming in. You better know that. Your ships ain't coming in. Don't rant with me when it comes to bills. All right? Obviously, when I was in jail, yes, you know, I wasn't able to kind of stop bills and things like that. So I accumulated a bit of debt, but I'm sorting that out. That's no problem. You know, it is what it is. But I'm not someone that gets in debt. All of my life, I've never been in debt like that. Okay? And it ain't about to start with these people. Because I'm someone who, you know, any debts that I know that I've accumulated or I couldn't sort out or accumulated because of a situation, all good, I'll pay that off. But when it comes to people trying to extort money out of me for something I shouldn't be paying for, or a contract I didn't sign, or a electric company, ain't happening. These people think like, look, it's not even about, you know, oh no, I'm means paying. That's what these people think. Like someone here thinks like, oh, you've got all this money in your me. What money? What money? People have, I even got, like people are thinking like people are millionaires around here. Like I don't do my YouTube channel for money. I may say to people, if you want to donate, that's up to you. But I don't get paid for the YouTube. Shall I tell you why? I could have given my information over to get paid. I don't get paid. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing this for the money. I don't care about that. It's me helping others out open up their eyes. When I'm ready to start making my money from it, trust me, I'm gonna. But you see, I'll hold back and I'll see how people play behind the scenes. And I'll see their tactics. I'm like, boy, really? Okay, so what? People think right now because you're getting some type of public recognition, you've got a whole bundle of money coming in. All right, so they feel like they can try to manipulate you and steal off you. I'm like, all right, okay, well, I'll sit back and I'll calculate everything. I'll jot this down and jot that down and take this name and take that date and, yeah? And when this was circulated and who signed that contract, I will gather up all my evidence. So we have someone here that's a thief, okay? They're trying to cause someone pain, loss, grief, betrayal. Loss is money. Grief, putting someone through grief because, you know, some of you, if you've got bills, you get stressed. They're purposely doing this. You ain't stressing me. You ain't stressing me. That you better know. You ain't stressing me at all. I am not stressed one bit. I'll go to jail for not paying a bill. I don't business. I've gone to jail for less than that. Don't bother me. I've been in and out of jail all my life. Think I give a shit about jail? That's one thing you don't know about me. I don't care. Page of Wands. Someone's either listening to some communication or someone's communicating with somebody. You ain't getting no money out of me, and you can take it to court. I'll go to jail for bills, but I'll do my little how many weeks in jail, and then the bill will just get, because once you do jail, you know you don't have to pay the bill again. You know that, right? So yeah, I'll have a little respite in jail if you want that. I'm up for that. You up for that? Because you ain't getting no money out of me. Eight of Cups. Yeah. Walking away from the illusions. Illusions lie secrets. Look, people embarking on a new journey of self-enlightenment. And we've got these people here behind the scenes still trying to plot, plan and scheme. The corrupt judge, this Freemason they're meeting up in a church. Maybe someone's questioning. Maybe now there's going to be energies that's going to be questioning the same thing. Well, yeah, you need to. Don't just pay, don't get some bill and just think, what? Oh, all right, I better pay it. No, you need to question it. You need to question it. I don't know why my name's on electric bill. I never signed for that company, number one. Number two, I don't know who set up the account because I never done that either, number two. So whoever done that, they're in problems. You don't come to me and say, what company would you like to be with, or, you know, what, do you know what I mean? I just want to slap you with some bill. Ain't happening. It ain't happening. You know, ain't happening. And there's the rest of you in this property that have been given some big old bills and he just moves in here, I'd question it. I would get it looked at. Because these people are straight out thieves and they're trying to look, they're being sneaky and they're trying to get away with it. But look, they're trying to protect themselves whilst they're doing it. Protect yourself, what part? I never signed no contract. Because usually, when you want to be with a company or something, they usually may sign, they may sign you something, or they'll say, can you sign this and send it back, or that's for some, okay? But no, you need to question. You need to question it. I don't care how nice the property looks. You need to question the bills. Yeah. Seven of Cups. They cast illusions to steal. I'm telling you, people, they're corrupt. And then they'll be like, oh, let's see who's got the most, or who do we think's got the most. Oh, well, Joe Blogs over there look like they're doing all right. Let's slap them with a big old bill. Yeah? Then we can go out for a nice meal at the end of the night after they've paid the bill. Yeah, we can go and buy ourselves some nice piece of steak with their bill money that we've just received. Fuck you. Look at them tricksters. Someone here wants you to wire, transfer money. You ain't transferring no money. Yeah? You ain't transfer. Look at them tricksters. You ain't transferring no money. You damn teeth. This is a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And I've got two of them above me here. I'm about to go to some higher organisation and get you people investigated. You stay there. You two up there. You two. I know who you are. It's funny the day how you was walking around. But when I went upstairs with the man and we come, you wouldn't answer the door and you went dead quiet. Don't play around my energy. You two up there. Yeah? And white Mercedes, Audi out there. I'm taking all number plates down. I'm taking pictures of all the cars that are parked out there. This Aries, this Emperor. Yeah, I've seen a man like this, old man. He's got a white beard. It's not long like that though. Kind of short to the face. I've seen him moving in people in air. Yeah, I've seen you, Aries. You. I must get a picture of you next time. Ten of Pentacles. Look at them. Well, look at them. Look, disgusting. And the Most High is there listening. They're like, well, how much should we charge them then for the months? Well, you know. Well, what are they doing? Well, I've heard that they're recognising that they're getting some type of public recognition. We believe that they're getting rewarded, or you know, in the near future, there could be a court case that's going in someone's favour, and maybe they're going to receive some money. Whatever it is, they're like whispering and look, hiding, and okay, so all right, well, let's slap them with a bill for about £300, and then slap them with another bill. Yeah, let's slap all the tenants. Yeah, look how much money they're making. Look at them under the bridge, meeting up and gossiping. Well, you know, we've got to talk about our generational wealth. I mean, look at the big old, I mean, they look like they live on a farm, like they've got some estate in the background, couple of dogs. Oh, look, we have the, what do you call it, sign again? Oh, look, we have the Freemason sign. Look, just there in the corner. Goddamn thieves. So yeah, we have this one, this emperor here. This is the one that wanted to be rewarded by the public. Head of state or the head commander or something, or some authority, or okay. Yeah, wanted to get some type of recognition, being rewarded from the public. But they're a trickster. Okay, and they've been tricking people in the public. This person, they're a thief. Okay. Yeah. There's a Freemason sign. Someone in government, someone that's authority, someone that's corrupt. Yeah, they're abusing their power to steal off other energies. And they're whispering and meeting up in the dark and talking about it. Okay? Well, we've got to get our generational wealth so we can leave it for our children and their children's children. F the rest of the public. Let's just squeeze them for everything we can. Whether they get ill or they're stressed, or there's an old woman that's living on a deathbed, or, we've had a man here that's fighting for our country all these years, he's lost all his limbs. Oh, we don't want to put him in a place and heat up his room. Yeah, let's feed him off microwave meals for the rest of his days. No, in fact, what we'll do is we'll take his old arse, we'll put him into an old people's home, we'll get some staff in there to rough them up a bit, yeah? Slap the old people up a bit and rough them up and steal their jewellery and whatever, because they've got people in these type of places as well that work for them. And you've seen some of them, yeah? Where they fling the old people all around the place, and, the old people's children or grandparents or grandchildren, have put secret cameras in, and they've seen their grandmum or the nan getting roughed up like this by the staff that meant to be looking after them, yeah? And then they're like, well, the house that they worked hard for all their years and they've paid it outright, we'll get that old person, we're going to put them in this old people's home because we think that's what's best for them. Then we're going to use the money, we're going to take the house off them, then we're going to pay the bills for that place that we've now put them in, and we're going to take the house. So that means that the children don't get the house, or the grandchildren don't get the house. But us as government bodies, we've got control of their asset, even though they've bought the house outright. But you've got to pay for the facility for the old people's home that we're now putting you in. Because nothing's free in life, apart from these corrupt people. Everything's free for them, yeah? Money comes through their hands like water. Because you're the biggest effing criminals going. But without a criminal record, basically. And then you want to sit there and say, well, you've got to abide by the law. What law? What, the law that you've made up? They're trying to block your path. And what I mean by that is, like my instance, I can't go back to my flat. So that's, I mean, I don't really want to go back there anyway. I don't really like the people around there. I just don't like the area. I don't like the block. I just didn't like it day one. So that don't really bother me. Okay, but I'll go there and collect whatever bits and pieces I need to. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to have power by saying, well, you know, we don't think that you should go back there, and that goes to probation as well. You're too corrupt, yeah. But I will stick with my probation appointments, but I don't. Hi. So yeah, I just saw a couple of tenants moving in. So I said to them, oh, I'll just give you the heads up. Any bills that comes to you, I'd get it questioned. Okay, because I might try to throw a bill onto you, hoping that you'll pay it, and I would question it if I was you. Yeah? I don't know, maybe there could be something to do with the justice system, or something's been hidden, or someone's looking into something, okay? Or there could be other people that are looking in. Maybe, you know, there could be 3 people looking into a situation. Like, wait a minute. Yeah? I mean, the more people, the better. Do you understand? Because if something don't fit right, it usually isn't. And to get a result from a situation, you need to challenge it. Not just think, well, I've got this bill and I've got to pay it. No, you need to challenge it. If it doesn't sit right with you, you need to challenge it. If you didn't sign no contracts, or you didn't put your name on no company, number one, where do they get? All right, I can understand, even if you move into a property, but that company, or that estate agent, or that whoever it is that runs the property, they should at least inform you, well, look, or call you, or contact you, or speak to you. They shouldn't just take it on their hands to set you up with some company, especially when you've been trying to get in contact with them. Look, trickster energy, transfer of money. Something about overseas, offshore accounts. Wire transfer. This woman I spoke to, she was Australian. And she went and she come back and she said, how would you like to clear the account? I said, clear what account? I said, I didn't make up no account, so I don't know what account you're talking about. I never gave you my details. I never rang you up. I never asked for no account number. I didn't say I wanted to be with your company. So where did you get my information from? And you're talking about, how do I want to settle this? There ain't nothing to settle, my friend. Six of Pentacles in reverse. There is no equal give and take in a situation. I'm telling you, this isn't equal. It's more take. It's not equal. And some of you could be a Libra. And you know it's not equal give and take when it comes to the money situation. And we've got these people, part of a group, coven, cult, organisation. I call them elite organisation, because that's what they are, aren't you? You're part of the elite, the Illuminati. We all know who you are and what type of things you do. And what's that place they all go to? Is it called the Grove or something like that? Where they all have their parties and they do some sick shit. Yeah, we know all about that as well. Yeah, we know what sick shit you're into. There ain't no equal give and take. And Libra knows it, and that's my sign. There ain't no equal give and take. Oh, look, maybe we've got some people from the Vatican watching. I mean, look, we've got these pastors here. Looks like their wigs are blown off the back of their head. Look, they're like, oh my God, how does she know the secret? How does she know this mystery? How does she know this secret that we've been keeping from the world? Hmm? How does she know all this hidden knowledge? Oh my God, this is hidden away in the archives. No one knows about this. Says the pastor that's working in the Vatican. All these mysteries are locked away. They're secret. It's only for us to know, so we can rule the world. Yeah. Someone from someone's past wants to return. Oh, well, there you go. Judgment. Okay, it could be judgment on the judge. There you go. Judgment on the judge. There you go, justice system. Archangel Michael's past judgment on you for your involvement. Okay? For lying. And even the Cancer police officer. The ones that get public recognition. Look, again, as I said, there's good and there's bad, all right? But again, we all know it. You get corrupt everywhere, all right? Unfortunately. But there could be someone that's like, oh, they like praises from the public. Oh, I'm a standing police officer. But, I work with the rest of the criminals, and we all take bribes, and we all do shady stuff in the dark, and we all meet up. We all act like we're church-going people, and we take our families to church on a Sunday. But that's where we all meet up and discuss how to make more money. Really, Cancer. Or, well, there's a Cancer and there's a fire sign working together. There may be both police officers. But we've got someone, boss here, boss, leader. This is someone to get public recognition, whether it's a head of state, a commander. This could be this person's boss, sergeant, whoever, okay? But there's something about getting public recognition. And being rewarded for it. Yeah. Under the table rewards, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Well, who should we... Nino! Yeah, section blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, look, we've got a bag of cocaine and crack and heroin and weed in here. All right, so we're going to have to seize that. Sorry, yeah, you're coming down to the station with us. And then, I don't know. Let's just say they picked up 2 packages. They'll only say they've got one. Yeah, that's what these lot do. Yeah? Let's say, yeah, we'll seize, yeah, they keep that one for themselves. That's the reward that they get from the public. Yeah? Yeah, we've had information. There's been a drug bust. Quick, let's run in there and seize all their goods. I mean, come on, don't tell me. You know that for a fact. You know, when they do their raids and he says they find all this money and all them crisp £50 notes in bundles. You telling me they don't like... Come on, of course they do. Even with the drugs, yeah? That's how they can have these big old mansions. I mean, look at the estates in the background, look. It's all been rewarded from the public. Come on, lads, let's celebrate tonight, yeah? We've had a big old win, yeah? Susan, you can buy that house tomorrow now, love, yeah? John, let's book that yacht, yeah? Let's get that yacht you wanted, yeah? Look at them celebrating. So how much did you pick up? Oh, we just got a couple of mil, yeah? Couple of kilos. We'll export that to, you know, overseas. Yeah, we'll export that overseas. Yeah, all right. Whatever the person's name is. Yeah, it's going to be on the cargo ship, number 241 or 288. Yeah? Yeah, it'd be on the cargo ship. Yeah? So they're trafficking money, trafficking people. Told you there's no equal give and take here. With the scales, that says the justice system, there's no equal give and take. Yeah? You're liars. Well, the devil come in reverse, which means they haven't got control of you, divine feminine. Because this is the devil. This is having control. And again, it's controlling the narrative. Bills, where you move to, how they try to run your life. Okay? I don't trust probation. Okay, I'm on it, but I don't trust probation. And I'm not in probation to make friends with these people. You work for the law. Some of you are corrupt. Not only that, there's been times when I've asked for a travel warrant to be somewhere, and twice it hasn't turned up at the time that it should have. Oh, well, I did send it. Really? Okay, well, you know. It's just little things like that, okay? I know some of these people, you know, you've got people that have lost their job, but there's ones that are still have connections within the system, i.e. someone may have lost a job in a court, and then someone still has friends that worked for the court, so that they're getting information. So what's happening there? What's happening there? Is this coming through? Is that so someone's still in connection with someone in the justice system, and someone's still giving them information. Someone that works in the court is giving them information, whether it's something to do with a judge or a judge making a final ruling. Someone got someone in the justice system that they're communicating with in the dark. Three of Wands. Someone's looking out. Something about a fire sign. Someone here lives overseas. I'm hearing Hispanic. This person looks Hispanic to me. Someone's watching someone. Whether someone does something concerning the world, or they travel around the world, or something they do on boats or ships or money or whatever gets exported on ships or cargo ships, whether it's people, money, drugs. It's something that's worldwide. Wire transfer, okay? And then we've got someone here waiting for the ships to arrive. Okay? So we've got someone communicating. All right, well, that's the ship number and it's going to have that on there and blah, blah, blah on there. Or this could be these people and they've got family overseas and they pay them so much money and they're like, all right, we'll bring your family over on the boats. But you have to pay us this for us to transport them over on the cargo ships. This is trafficking, drugs, money, people, whatever, okay? And we've got this person waiting for the ships to come in. We've got this one communicating with them from a distance, so they're both in communication with each other. Something about a Capricorn losing some type of control, or someone hasn't got control of you, or something about you're not on a dark path or dark road, or they can't, or someone can't, something about this dark path they were on. It's like it's been put to a halt. Look, you know, I pick up those that work for the justice system that do their work correctly and bring people like this to justice, okay? But again, you know, we all know that there's good and bad in occupations. And we have criminals that get jobs in police so that they have the facilities to maintain when there's going to be a raid, if anything's come up, so they're in communication. It's a big network. It's a big network. Someone's crying over spilt milk because they tried to cloak their energy. But there's an older woman here that could have been in cahoots with someone in your family or a family, or some of you may even find out that you was brought overseas. I mean, as children, you may even realise your whole life's been a whole lie, and the woman that you thought was your mother was actually cloaking their energy all along. Maybe because something was left for you. and they could have transferred you from one country to the next. Okay? And you was a Libra, not all of you, some, and there's never been equal give and take within a family situation. Like someone in the so-called family was treated better than you. You may feel like, I was never part of this family. I've never felt part of this family. I just don't feel like they're my family. You've just never had a connection with these people. You may have tested the mother out, like gone to hug her and she's pushed you away. And you're like, oh boy, you're evil. Like there could have been some little tests that you've done, either around a group or a family throughout the years. There's some little tests I'm picking up that you've done, but you've kept it to yourself. So yeah, I think there was a water sign involved with, could have been a mother. Someone's got grey hair there. I don't know if you'll find out if there may not even be a mother. Or maybe this mother sold you to a sex group. I don't know. Could have been a group of paedophiles that your mother was involved in. Maybe some of you can remember, you know, your mother having parties and having all these men around. Or they were just a group of fucking perverts. Strength. No. Bringing children over on a boat. Change the whole outcome of your destiny. Change your whole life. Just so that they could live off your something that's left for you. If I ever found out, like, let me tell you something. If I found out this ever happened to me, you see, the first people I'm going to is the people in this family of mine. When I mean I'm coming for your ass, I'm coming for you, you know. Yeah? If I ever found out anything, this crackhead sister of mine, that bitch, like, I want to really, like, you don't understand what I want to do to her. I can't stand her. I hate her with passion. There's no sympathy or love there. I can't stand her. I never have liked her or the mother. There's the Capricorn, the Taurus. I don't chat to them anyway. The whole family's fucked up. And then my sister used to ring, what she used to, well, I saw mum get RAPD when I was younger, and well, I mean, you know, your mother used to let all her kids get fucking played with. What's up with you? Your mother had 9 kids from 8 different men. She was a nothing but a hoe and an alcoholic. Having parties with all these different men around. And she's got young girls in the house. What type of fucking mother does that? Huh? And that goes out to you, Fiona. Don't fucking ringing me up and telling me about that whore of a mother of yours, yeah? That dirty, no good, alcoholic Sylvia Newell mother of yours. Don't fucking ring me up and tell me about her. She's dead. I don't business about her. I don't give a fuck about you either. You're a cunt just like her. King of Swords. Sorry, people, I can't. Like, I grew up in care in it, but this mother, she was a dirty, no good whore of a mother. Yeah? She was a whore. What I mean, a whore. Right? She had 2 children. My mum had 9 kids. 2 of them died. She didn't even know where 2 of them are buried. You fucking whore. Yeah? Or what? Did you sell them for a sacrifice? Because it's funny how, you know, I don't know, my sister said one of them, she knows where one of them's buried or the other. It wouldn't surprise me if she did offer them up for a sacrifice. You fucking whore. Hope you rot in that fucking... Hope you rot wherever you are. Wherever your spirit is. Evil bitch. That's why I say, people, don't play with me. I'm not mentally saying nothing like that. But due to the shit I went through growing up, and these people put me back in the block where this fucking Leicester Jamaican man lived with that other Jamaican guy, Seymour, yeah? And then the social services put me back in that block. And then my mother brought that dirty, no good fucking Jamaican man to my door, knowing what he'd done to me as a child. Not long after that, that's when I started drinking. And that's when I started self-harming. And let me tell you, yeah, that's when I become like a bit of a danger. Not a danger to like dangerous in a sense of like, I'm out for blood now. And since then, that's when my life, like I worked up until a certain age. But when I started figuring things out and what was going on around me, and then my mum telling me, oh, you used to be a good dancer when you was a little girl. You should have been a lap dancer. Like, I wanted to smash the old cunt's face in. I'm not going to lie. I can't stand her, you fucking whore. You dead whore. Yeah? And when I did meet my baby father, I always promised, I said this, I said, any man who ever puts his hands on me, he's getting it. And I was ready to go jail. Yeah, and I've spoke of it. Yeah, I have been to jail for it. Okay? But I lost my daughter in the process. Yeah? Whilst I was in fucking prison on remand. And then my baby father telling me, try heroin, get on heroin. Fuck you, I hope you drop dead too, Kenny, you cunt. You're no fucking good. Are you still smoking crack then? He said he works in a film industry. I wonder what that's doing. Ace of Swords, mental breakthrough, truth and clarity. So it could have been something to do with your destiny or inheritance, or you was brought over on a ship or a boat. The Tower, exposed. What was hidden in the dark's come to light. Oh look, that looks like Edward's estate, the block I used to live in. Oh, everyone knows Seymour. Yeah, everyone knows Seymour. He used to play the little... Yeah, everyone knew Seymour. He lived on the 18th floor in Norland's house, yeah. Then as you go to walk under the underpass to go to Shepherd's Bush roundabout, Lester used to live in them flats. Yeah. I heard he had a fire or something like that. Yeah, so basically, that's why I don't take shit from anyone. Not because I'm a bully or nothing like that, but, you know, when you've been through a lot, you tend to stand up for yourself, okay? And I'm far from naive when it comes to people. You see, people see you first off and they think, oh, you're a bit vulnerable, or you're naive, or you're not clued up. Some fucking clues up. Like half these people, some of them, I don't know, not all. Maybe some of them don't know your backgrounds, or some of them don't know the family, or some of them don't know where you come from, or I don't know what it is, yeah? Or they just met you on your journey, or they think you're not clued up, you're not streetwise. You're like, what the fuck? What? You told you that? And then you've moved to an area, then you've had some little group or gang trying to like fuck around with you and find out, and you're like, fuck you lot too, you fucking bunch of sheep. Look at you followers, you're like a herd down there. Look, yeah, look at the herd. Look at the herd down there. Look, all following one another. Huh? Fucking followers. And then they think they can come and try to intimidate and bully you. You're like, fucking bully who? Bully, intimidate who? I don't care if it's fucking 5 of you. Bullying and who? Intimidate who? Fuck around and find out. Some of these people are lucky, some of you are not fucking serial killers from the shit you've been through. Do you understand? But this was their motive, to turn you wicked and evil and cold-hearted like them. And I'm like, no, it ain't gonna happen. I'm still love and still vibrate high, but I don't take fuckery or shit from no one. And I don't give a fuck who you are. And that goes out to my baby father, yeah? Yeah, my mum and dad, you know, yeah. Look, the crazy in his picture, what is that meant to frighten me? And then when I stabbed the man up, when he cut my face open, kicked me up on the floor, telling me, yeah, my cousins were going to come over from Spain and do you. Oh, what? Well, bring them then. I'm still fucking waiting. Bring them. Bring your family from Spain, bad man. About, yeah, my dad was the first white man to hang the first black man in Ladbroke Grove. Fuck you. That's why I cut your blood clot up, you pussy hole. Yeah? Have that. About you want to disrespect my kind. Fuck you too. Yeah? Fuck you too. About your dad was the first white man to hang up the first black man in Ladbroke Grove. Yeah? Fuck you. Do you know how many people around Bush when I went back round there? And there were like a couple of guys said to me, Cheryl, I heard what happened. Boy, I'm glad you dealt with him like that, you know. Because a lot of people didn't like you, Kenny. Let me tell you that. There's not so many men that like you, you know. That come and told me about you. About if I'm going to cut my wrist, cut it that way. And trying to get me on heroin. Fuck you. The moon. The man who even used to threaten his own fucking daughter. You know, good piece of shit. The moon. Look at it. Illusions, lies, secrets, and it's cancer coming to the surface. Yeah? Fuck all these people from Bush. Not the ones that had my back. The ones that are all right. I'm talking about the others. Yeah, you bunch of fucking no good snakes. I don't even want to cross your path because I'd knock you clean out. Some of you, like, I'm so pissed off. If I saw you, I wouldn't even chat. I was just want to lay into you. Like, all that anger built up, I'll just take it out on you one time. Some of these little cunts here in this situation, they've got big grown fucking men living with them and then they're kids. How can you have your 30-year-old son living with you and you're a mother? What type of fucked up shit is that? Some of these people, they want to hide behind their kids. Yeah? Using their children like their fucking protection. Your big grown-ass son, big 30. You think my son could be living at home with me at 30? No, I'll be teaching him from young. Go out there, you need to start, you know, this is how you cook. This is the bills you've got to pay. Having a big grown-ass son living with you. Big 30-year-old man. Temperance. Look, people, I just speak my truth on my channel of things I've been through, the people I've dealt with, people that hid things from me, people I no longer surround myself with. And I've had to remove myself because if I stay in the area, I may end up going to prison for something really bad. I know myself. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. So it's better I'll just remove myself from the whole fucking equation. Because I wouldn't be able to hold back if I bump into one of these people again on road. I'm not going to sit here and lie. And especially those that I thought were my friends. There would be no words exchanged. Trust me on that. Straight fighting. I don't give a fuck what age people say. I don't business. I don't care. All right? But when you start realising things that's been said and done behind your back, or people have fucked you over, or slept with your man, or slept with your baby father, or been doing shady things behind the back, yeah, it gets you annoyed. It gets you annoyed. The hangman. Someone's stuck. Or you've realised that all these energies were involved in trying to sacrifice you. Or they were doing death rituals on you. Well, you don't know you really don't know how hard it is for me to hold back right now. Like, I'm being deadly serious. the things that was done to some of you, you shouldn't have got up from, okay? I mean, my dad's Sagittarius. I don't know. Earth angel Sagittarius. I don't know. Or the angels are trying to... But it's a bit late, innit, once people pass away, you know. It's a bit late, innit, you know, to try to make amends. Because once you're not here in spirit, and then judgment day comes for everything you've done, and then you have to sit down and go through, or you're being shown everything that you've done onto another person. I don't know. Some of you, maybe these people that should have been protectors of yours, like parents, maybe now they are helping you heal, or they're around you in spirit. But it doesn't take away what's been taken from you or what you've been through. Some of you shouldn't have even have had to go through this. And the fact that you've gone through this and you're still here today. And this is why when it comes to people coming towards me, trying to manipulate me, I will switch on you. Because I'm not playing them fucking with anyone. This shit is over. For the fact of trying to manipulate me, I'll knock you clear. I will punch you in your face. That's how I'm going. Don't brag with me. There ain't no me walking away into smiling. Nah. Like, no, there ain't no naive Cheryl. That naive Cheryl's gone out the window. Don't come round me with your manipulation. I'm not fucking playing with no one. And I don't give a fuck who you are and what you like to hear. I'm telling you straight. Yeah? Come correct or just fuck off from my energy. Because I'm not fucking playing with no one. The Star. Well, you know, shining brightly in healing. Some of you, you're like, you know what? I don't even come from this universe. I don't even come from this planet. Yeah? My family's not even here. It's up there. Yeah? I'm living a human life in a human bodysuit with a karmic family that put you through this. Because that's what they were, karmics. And you were the light one, the earth angel, and they done this to you. And you're not the only one that they do this to. But we don't need no one else loving us apart from the Most High, God himself. Yeah? I don't need no love from no one else. I don't need nothing from no one apart from the Most High himself. He's the one that I've walked in faith with. He's the one that when I've been sad and I've cried to, he's been my protector. These energies, no, you ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing. But let me tell you, when I mean judgment and karma's coming for all and every one of you that's involved in this. That's been involved in this. That has held and kept secrets. But knew you're all going to receive judgment. And that could be through death. That could mean through prison. Okay? That could mean you know, you two getting in fights and someone, whatever, okay? Stealing, you two are going to get stole from. Being put in third parties where the other person's been hurt, where people like to play with people's emotions, you're going to go through that. You're going to go through loss, you're going to go through pain, and you're going to be betrayed. And some of them are going to have a heart attack and pass away. The ones that like to overindulge, yeah, make it your last farewell. Confirmation. Yeah, some of them are going to be thrown out of homes. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's a couple here, okay? Some of these people want to come back around. You're like, come back around. Are you sure? You don't want to come back around to me after I know what you've done to me. You won't survive. I would suggest that you don't come back around near me because it ain't going to turn out good. There ain't going to be come in, put your feet up, want a cup of tea. It'll be come in and you're not fucking leaving alive. You sure you want to come back around? You want to come back around and play this game again? You want to toy with people again? All right, okay. Well, you know what? If you're brave enough, come back around. Come walk through the door. Come and walk through that door and see if you fucking leave again in one piece. You've closed out cycles. You're protecting yourself from these people because you know you have to. It's not just you protecting yourself from them. It's you protecting them from you because you know what they've done to you. You're like, you know what? I would stay the fuck away. Like, I'd back the fuck up and stay away. Because if you come back around, it ain't going to turn out good. And that's a fucking promise. It ain't a threat, it's a promise. So I'd back up and I'd keep your fucking ass where it is. Way over fucking there. Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, someone ain't confident. Oh, but it was at the beginning, though, when they had all these people, the group. Huh? You know, some of these people you've actually may have, without even knowing that they were involved, you may have even have been in their company. You may have stood in the lift with them. You may have passed them on the stairs. How come these people can't say jack shit to you in your face, though? They're all jumpy when they're around you. I went outside just a minute ago to check if I had any letters. So I'm recording on my phone and I'm like, well, okay, well, let me go and see now because I want to take a picture of a few cars down there. So I thought, well, I'm not going to go to the lift. I'm going down the stairs. So I'm on the phone and the girls jumped like that. I said, what happened to you? Why are you coming at me? I said, what are you talking about coming at you? I'm walking down the steps. She's like, I'm just going out for a cigarette. Well, enjoy yourself then. Like, why are these people on edge? Everyone's all on edge. Out there with her dressing gown, getting all jumpy. Like, what's up with you? I don't know you. What, are you involved? There's something that I don't know you're not telling me about. What are you so jumpy for, love? So you come at me. What do you mean come at you? I don't know you. Unless you're involved in this group and you've got something to hide. And that's why you're jumpy. And your fire sign man tell me that you're bipolar. And come off with that shit to me with your bipolar shit. That don't work with me. Yeah? Come with your bipolar shit with me. Getting all jumpy and fucking nervous. King of Wands. Now look, we've got a shapeshifter here. Shapeshifter. He turns black at night and yellow in the day. And when the weather's grey, he's turned... Huh? Fucking look at them, shapeshifters. Huh? Reptilians! We're surrounded by reptilians, everyone! We've got reptilians walking among us. Where's your tail? I mean, you know, maybe some of you are, but you've got different species, haven't you? So maybe your generation, maybe you come from a particular star planet. But they have been involved in manipulating mankind. We all know that already. And what their gender is. Reptilians trying to take over the world. It's a new world order. Death in reverse. So they were trying to cause you endings or death that ain't happening. We're still here. Oh look, some wanted to come and give you a drink and poison it. Really? Really? Oh, maybe that's why she was a bit jumpy. Who was the one who offered me for a drink? Offered me, oh, I live at number 18, she said. Is that what their plan was? To poison the drink? Or someone was going to, they were going to use someone to reach out to poison you. Look, with a drink. You're like, yeah? Yeah, throw over. Listen, don't let me start. Look, trying to hold on to people's money, trying to controlling. Oh, so we have an earth sign. Don't tell me this is the karmic sister, because she was saying to me, oh, you must come round or we'll meet up. Meet up for a cup of tea. I wouldn't drink a fucking cup of water from you, you bitch. Yeah? I wouldn't even smoke a cigarette that's been anywhere near your lips. Why don't you drink the poison? That's liquor, isn't it? They say poison. Can't drink the poison. Yeah, you drink it, you alcoholic. Yeah? Let your liver fail even more. Your man-looking woman thing. Been ugly from birth. The fool. Yeah, you weren't no fool. You didn't take that leap of faith. Innit? Stupid bitch. Fiona, flat-faced Abigail Hazel. Well, you really turned out like your mother, innit, Fiona? Huh? You really turned out like your mother. You want to tell her, this one's been drinking from when she was, I don't know, young. How about she sending me email when I'm in prison? Oh, you're delusional, you're crazy, like, yeah? But when that Silver brought me to the mental hospital that you was in, you went absolutely mad. Why have you brought her? No, because you wanted to keep the illusion up like you were squeaky, perfect, clean. You lying little bitch. You psychotic maniac. Yeah? About when the woman's dying in hospital, you're getting a fucking dildo out and sticking it on the table and laughing. I said, you're sick. You need to be put back in a hospital you've come out of. You're fucking sick, you bitch. There's something mentally not right up there with you. Yeah? You're short of a sandwich or two, love. Yeah, you're checking out. Well, she's checked out. She's fucking lost it. I've been diagnosed, I'm schizophrenic. Oh, I could have told you that years ago. There's some other diagnosis I could give you as well. Well, I witnessed this and I witnessed that. All right, okay, so you're the only one in the whole world that's witnessed shit. What, do you think I was put in care for the joke of it? They usually take children in care because of abuse, neglect or ill treatment. Why do you think I was taken into care, you stupid fucking bitch? I witnessed mum go through. I don't give a fuck what you witnessed with that old cunt. I don't care about her. I couldn't give a flying rat's about her. I don't see her as my mother. And everyone at the hospital fake crying, and my nephew throwing himself all over the floor. And I'm like, I'm looking at my other nephew and I'm like, what's up with him? Like, he ain't even known the woman that long. Like, all this fake acting. Get up. What are you cleaning the floor with your clothes for? Get up and sit on a chair properly. You're acting like a madman now too. Like, come on, seriously, yeah? Simeon Major. Queen of Cups. Cancer, someone wasn't using their intuition, or someone may have thought that you wouldn't use your intuition in regards to a drink. I'll go, yeah, I'll come and have a drink with you. And I'll force that fucking drink down your throat. Hey! Yeah? I say, my taste buds ain't asking you. Just have a sip of that for me, love, first. Because your taste buds may be different than mine. Just have a sip of it first for me. Does it taste sweet enough? Or is it just me? Have another sip, try again. Yeah? Do you want a cup of tea or a drink? You'll fucking overdose of your own fucking drink, you cunt. Queen of Cups thinks you ain't going to use your intuition. If this is someone from my past, you better go and fuck yourself. Me comes around to your house again. I'm good. I'm good. Netta Porter Marshall. Fucking bitch. The Lovers. The Tower. Why you got your big 30-year-old man son living with you? Big grown ass man. Walking around literally with next to nothing on. The girl used to walk around with just a knickers and a bra. And she's got a big grown ass son in the flat. Like, what's all that about? Look, children are our children, but come on, there's a certain age where your child gets to be like, no, you don't just walk in mummy's room or you know, you knock the door, or you know, you wait till or whatever. Okay, well, mummy's getting dressed. I'll be out in a minute. Yeah, at a certain age, you don't walk around when your son's 30 in your skimpy little fucking knickers and bra. Like there's something wrong with you people. Like this ain't your man that you're fucking bowling around in front of, love. This is your child. Have some fucking respect for yourself. Yeah? Justice. Libra energy. Anyway, you, Earth sign and Cancer, you're going to get your come-ups, telling you. Because the same way, you know, the same way how you want to do other people, there's going to be people around you that don't like you. And it's just a ripple effect. Yeah? King of Pentacles. I hope that weren't no one in this building that was going to offer me a cup of tea or drink. Because I'm giving everyone the side eye right now in here. And I mean fucking everyone. Two of Cups. Nine of Cups. Wishes. I don't know, you could be someone's wish fulfillment, or your wishes are granted, or... A Leo is a fallen angel. As a Leo, there's a fallen angel. And that could be on your, you know, family side. Don't have to be, you know, only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Could be, you know, a brother or on your side, on your mum's side. Again, it ain't going to resonate with every Leo. So don't go, oh God, I'm not one of them. Right. But it's something about DNA strands, something about DNA. It's like they're trying to change the DNA. This is why you've got these reptilians wanting to fucking mate and sleep with the earth angels, yeah? They're trying to change the DNA of the population. This is why they want to try to take over the world. And they don't want divine beings coming together, because the DNA is powerful. So this is why they have these karmics trying to get with divine masculines and divine feminines, so they can change the DNA in the generation if a child's born. I tell you, these people are evil. They operate in the shadows. And they offer up sacrifices to this goat, this Baal, this demon, this, yeah? Or there was someone in your family that offered you up as a sacrifice, or your family used you as the sacrifice in the family, because usually there's one, isn't there? So maybe they knew, like, you know, they may have done things to you as a child. They were manifesting of your innocence, your child, okay? They set out to destroy you. They took your innocence. You know, some of them purposely set you up to get RAPD, go through molestation, like ill treatment. Do you understand? It was all purposely done. That then for the next thing, you know, for you to get on drugs, everything's done to have control. Yeah. Then you have a Capricorn, because the Capricorn said that he thought I was dead because some woman was thrown out of the block of flats I used to live at. And apparently, yeah, some of hers found in the bin and the others outside of the bin. And everyone thought it was me. So I was like, oh, right, okay, so is that what they were doing then? Planning my death from there then? Marvin Christopher. You were the one that told me. You're the one that lives in Croydon. Marvin Christopher. You're the one that come to the intensive care and hospital up in Harrow when I was in there. You, Marvin Christopher. You're the one that my sister brought up there. Marvin Christopher. And she didn't even know you like that. So it's strange, isn't it, how she said, oh, I met him on the bus. You was all involved. Because a lot of people used to tell me they used to see you hiding on the stairwells, or, yeah, even Diana that worked in the concierge in Edwardwoods said, oh, I see your sister on the stairs sniffing glue. So you've been doing all types of drugs, Miss Fiona, Abigail, Hazel, from when you were young. And then you want to try to send me an email whilst I'm in jail telling me, oh, I don't really drink, but I had to go to the pub and I was so worried about you. You are the biggest fucking manipulating, lying ass, cunning bitch I've ever known in my life. When I read that email, people, I was laughing. I was like, is this girl for real? Is she for real? Like, who is she kidding? Like, what does she think we've only just met or something? Like, you crazy ass delusional bitch. The High Priestess in reverse. So someone here, which is the Dark High Priestess, by the way, okay, has lost their gift, which is their intuition. That's a Cancer. Oh, need to charge it again. So let me quickly charge this before it goes off. Yeah, so you've lost your gift, Cancer. You've lost your gift. Yeah, you used to be a tarot reader, didn't you, Cancer? Yeah, you used to be a tarot reader, didn't you, Netta? You used to be a tarot reader. Coming and telling me, it wasn't me that left them messages on your YouTube channel, it was Jeanette. Where did that come from? I weren't even thinking of Jeanette. That's the last time I was around this girl's house. It wasn't me, like, I was like, what? I weren't even thinking of Jeanette. And she just come out with it. It wasn't me that left message. I was telling her not to leave nasty messages on your YouTube channel. Oh, right, okay. The Jeanette's the godmother of your son, right? Yeah. Jeanette from Fulham, the godmother of your son, yeah? Acting like you and my sister are not really in her, but yet still you're ringing me up. Oh, your sister's just messaged me. She wanted to give you some money for your birthday and Christmas. Like, these two people, they actually thought like I was so stupid, like I was a fool, like I weren't paying attention. I was paying attention to everything around me. I was paying attention to when I said, all right, I'm on my way down to yours, Netta. I'm getting off the train now. Yeah, I was giving up all the heads up. Just a few more stops and I'll be with you, love. Yeah, I'll be in Bush soon. And then, yeah, walking down the street, go to the traffic lights. Who do I see next to me? The Capricorn. Oh, well, Ivor, what are you doing here? What a small Wales. Yeah. Okay. Marvin, Christopher, Tunde. Oh, who did you used to work with? Who's that guy's name in Edwards? Joe. He was an African man. So when I saw Marvin, he says, oh, Joey's moved out of Edward Woods now and he's living down Hammersmith Road or Shepherd's Road. I was like, I really don't give a shit. Why are you talking to me about these people? Like, he's a crackhead, like, yeah? He's a crackhead that lived in fucking, I don't know, Pointer House or one of them blocks. Like, why are you telling me about these people? Like, is that all you got on your brain? Like, drugs, 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 drugs. And then he's telling me, oh, like, I had a little slip up. Like, these people, you know, they be around you and they try to reel you back in again. Oh, I had a little slip up. Like, I don't give a fuck. Why are you telling me? I don't care if you sniffed the whole bag of it and you went over and your face landed in the pile of it. Yeah? Or you fucking done something on the toilet seat and you never got up again. I don't give a fuck. What are you telling me for? I don't give a fuck about what you take, who you with, who you saw last, who moved out. I don't give a flying fuck about none of you. Oh, you put on a bit of weight, but you hold it good though, girl. Yeah, really, I don't need your fucking opinion either, Mr. Crackhead. Fuck off, you little thief. Oh, slipped up a few times. Yeah, whatever. Ace of Cups. No, I think he's with a person. This Capricorn's with someone. I mean, they're both either under the influence of they're doing something dark. I mean, they're chains, literally. Or this person wanted you chained or something to do with sex or some sex cult or, yeah. Getting his little African friends. Ah, what? Where is the room? What room is it? Where's the bedroom? Like, yeah, really? You need little African friends, Mr. Marvin, Christopher, Tunde. Now I know why when I come to yours, you was with that guy that was driving the white BMW, and he kept saying, "Oh, I need to go to the police station." But he was saying that he had to produce some ticket or something. And I thought, what a fucking liar. I bet he's got a Fed friends in there. Yeah? About I've got to go and sort out a ticket. I bet he's going to speak to his friends. Or maybe he went and lied and spoke to the police. I don't know. Or, I don't know. You can't trust these people. No, look at them. They both hit rock bottom. Both the earth signs. You wouldn't piss on them if they was on fire if you walk past them. Yeah? I beg you a sandwich. You'd be like, yeah, 1 minute. I'll just leave you the crust. And just dash it at them. You wouldn't even give them the crust. Look at them. That's their business. Listen, let me tell you something. Look, if you've got an addiction and you know the addiction, you know, like you do things that you usually wouldn't do, or like maybe, I don't know, if you do a crime to people that you wouldn't know, it's still not good. I'm not saying anything's good about it. But when you've got people that know what they're doing ain't good, but they want to offer you up as a bag or a sacrifice, or just because they're jealous and hateful of you, and they're like, yeah, I'll take the payment, yeah, take them out because I don't like them anyway, or I've never liked that my sister or that brother or cousin or whoever it is. And this is why these people are hitting rock bottom. And you know what? Some of you, even if you become millionaires, yeah, and you had a big old fucking estate, you wouldn't give these people nothing. Not these ones that have done wrong to you. Yeah, there could be other people that, you know, may have maybe homeless, or maybe, I don't know, they've run away from home or things like that. That's different. But these same people, these same ones that have stolen off you, set you up, lied about you, offered you up as a sacrifice, wanted to take a big old bag and nice payment for your life, let them rot in hell. Yeah? Let them rot in the same gutter and pavement that they're going to be all laid out on. Yeah? The chariot. Dirty little junkies. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, look, trickster energy. Someone wanted to go back on a cycle. This earth sign, they're such an emotional manipulator. But that's what comes with being on drugs and, you know, growing up with an abusive mother and a sociopath, narcissistic, alcoholic, fucking party goer, rotten mother to the core, ain't got a clue how to look after kids. No wonder the daughter's fucked up, to be honest. Yeah? But you know what? The divine's pouring into you. Or this could be another earth sign. They wanted to put you a third party, and now this person's hit rock bottom. You ain't dealing with none of these people. You know, some of them, you come into their life, right? Or you met these people and they just, from the get-go, thought like they could trash talk you, have you as a side piece, have you as a third party. You're like, to the hell, fuck no, see you later, I'm gone. I don't know who you think you're playing with. Yeah? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've, some women. I'm sure you resonate where you've met a guy, seen him a few times, or you may have, I don't know, met a friend through a friend, and you meet someone and you start liking them, or you get on, and the next time they're on their phone, you're like, what are you doing on your phone? And you think you can't be too nosy because you're not like know them that well like that. But then you may see, some conversation between them and another woman, or some sexual going on a photograph, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. See you later. See you later. Like that's it. That's disrespect. Like no, 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 no. I'm gone. See you later. Like that's a red flag. Bye. I'm gone. See you later. Bye. Yeah. Like it's just the disrespect. Do you understand? No self-esteem. No self-respect. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. You're standing your ground with these energies. And if people want to, especially on my channel, if people want to come with their negative energy, I'll just tell you, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm not playing with anyone. I don't give a fuck who you are. Or I'll just block you. Yeah? So it's either you coming in and keep it civil, but if you start coming with your disrespect, you're going to get that straight back off me. Like I'm not the one. But I'll just block you anyway. But some of them could be family, and who gives a shit? You can rot in hell. Bunch of losers. Maybe it's the next sister with a big high forehead in the family. Hmm? We used to call her skyscraper forehead. Her forehead was so big you could put a full dinner plate on that forehead and balance it. Yeah. That big head of hers. I mean, she's lucky she's just getting a few words like that. Things that they've done. Set your intentions. Yeah. Appreciate your talents. Be of service. Accept struggles as lessons. Don't relinquish your power. There you go. In other words, don't put your light out for no one. Your beliefs are right for you. There you go. Okay? So whatever beliefs you've got in regards to people, places, things, what people have done or what your beliefs are, they're right for you. Because it's something that you've dealt with, something you've been through, and that's your belief. If you don't like someone or you speak not so good of them, that's your belief because it's what you've been through. It's what that person's put you through. So it's not like you're just being honest. Like, well, I wouldn't mess with these people again. I wouldn't even step over them on the pavement. I wouldn't just, acknowledge them. Trust your intuition. There you go. Practice moderation. Practice moderation. Do things in moderation. That could be anything. That could be maybe smoke and you just have a little cigarette now and again. So it's telling you maybe cut down, do things in moderation. Or if you drink, it says do it in moderation. Okay? Or if you overeat, do it in moderation. Don't overindulge in something. Forgive yourself. And that could be forgive yourself for, maybe some of you feel like annoyed, like, oh my God, I can't believe like I've been played, or I didn't know, or I didn't pick up on it, or how could I have been so stupid? You know, sometimes we blame ourselves for things like that, like I can't believe that all this has been going on all these years, and I thought this and I thought that, and then you start being annoyed with yourself, like, why can I have seen that, or why did my intuition was telling me not to trust that, or I knew something weren't right. Why didn't I? Like, don't blame yourself. Ask for guidance. Kindness counts keeps coming out, but I keep putting it back in because, you know, yeah, all right, I understand. I'm not saying quite a good few things about certain people here, but I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. Not with these energies. Wanted to sacrifice me and was behind ruining my relationships and lying on my name. Like, no, there ain't no kindness coming from me. Don't know, well, I hope you get better and I send you love. Like, I ain't sending them nothing. Like, that's my business, isn't it? Like, I'm not here to forgive thee. They need to go to God for that, or, yeah, pray for something. Like, I'm not interested. Look, release toxic relationships. Yeah, I've definitely done that. Worry is a wasted emotion. Exactly. That's what I said to you in regards to, you know, like, if you get bills and it don't seem right, and then you get people that stress and then they get worried, don't they? Some people can't deal with it. They're like, they have like panic attacks, or, oh my God, yeah? Like, worry is a wasted emotion. Don't worry. What's the point of worrying? Worry ain't going to get you nowhere. Oh my God, I'm worried what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. Oh my God. Like, will I need an umbrella? Or a sun hat? I don't know. Like, it's stressing. Just wait for the day to come, or carry an umbrella with you just in case it does rain. Do you know what I mean? Like, or if there's something that's going on, like, what's the point of worrying? Just you know, tomorrow's gone, today's here, and tomorrow, like, yeah, ain't even come yet. So you don't even know what the outcome will be of another situation. So there's no point in worrying. Just get on with it. There ain't a lot. I'm not going to lie. There ain't much that I don't really worry, to be honest. I'm not worrying. I haven't had a care in the world, to be honest. Like, I've been good. Not worrying at all. But releasing toxic people at your life, that's the best reward ever. Because then you can release the worry. Or if you've got people around you that you know, they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and maybe, you know, at one stage you're worrying about them. Oh, please don't overdo that, or please try to stop. Some of you, like, you don't even worry about that no more. Yeah, you're like, whatever, do whatever you want in your life. Take whatever, put whatever in your system. That's your life. I don't care. I'm not worrying no more. Take care. Bye. It's your life. At the end of the day, not my problem. Mm. Your commitment is being tested. So that could be yeah, you're being tested. So let's just say, I don't know, if you drank back in the day and you stopped, people are testing you. If you smoked back in the day and people are trying to put a spliff in you, or come round here, I bought some of this, or you cross people that, that you no longer surround yourself with. A lot of you use intuition, like, you're like, okay, yeah, I see that. It could be you moving next door to a neighbour and there's someone that's hard on some type of drugs, or they're trying to befriend you and knocking on. I'm just using a Hoover. I'm just coming to tell you that, if you hear the Hoover, it's me cleaning up my car. Just come in and chat and shit. Like, using any excuse to come and befriend you up, knock on your door. And you're like, yeah, all right, okay, so you're another test. Okay, yeah, move from my door. Bye. Do yourself a favour. Jog on. Go on. Bye. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Go Libra, go Libra, go Libra, go. But your commitment is being tested. Okay, so there could be someone that's watching you. Confirmation is someone that's watching you, seeing if you're committed, or whether or not they could commit to you. A new romantic cycle begins. Someone's seeing whether or not you could be the right partner for them, or maybe someone's heard something, some lies, and they're just checking it out, or they want to see something, or whatever. Your commitment's being tested. Surrender to the divine. Oh, you've already done that. A new start is coming. Well, that's good. But about time there's some positive news. Expect powerful change. You know what it is as well with some of these people, like some of the things that you've been through in life, they just think you'd be so mashed up, messed up, like, yeah. I mean, there is some people that have gone through it and they haven't come out good the other end. And there's others that are stronger than others, do you understand? But there's people here that some of them, they're like, you weren't meant to turn out that way, or you shouldn't be that strong, or why are you so determined, or we've tried everything in the book, we've thrown the kitchen sink at you with the dishes in it, yeah, and you're still standing up, like, what's going on? That you're a warrior. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So again, it could be any sign, you've got these placements. Let me just double check again, because if it's a collective reading, because I don't want to say. Yeah, yeah. It's got very jumpy. But what's up with you? Oh, I am on a Libra read. Good job then. All right, Libra. Oh, sorry, I thought it was the other channel. Yeah, I understand as well. Going back to the reading in regards to, some people that have come from their country over here, I understand why some of them have left. Because over there is some really bad wars and that going on, in it. So I understand that. That I understand. But when it comes to, like, people that are not so good coming over and you don't know what their past is or what they're fleeing from, or what they're about, that can become dangerous. That's what I mean. But mm, yeah, there's a lot of people that don't know, things about people. They're quick to judge, and they just don't even know, like, what you've been through, or just where you come from, or